My video for December 31st, 2019 is number 3321. The title is My Thorn in the Flesh, My Mission on My Mind. Well, 2019 is just about history now. This is my final video before 2020. I'd like to think my struggle will end once I display the new calendar. Of course, that's just wishful thinking on my part. That would be like changed in the twinkling of an eye, as Paul wrote in 1 Corinthians 15. Of course, my numb feet are viewed as my thorn in the flesh. Still, my mission to help usher in heaven on earth remains on my mind daily. No doubt I've offended some of my friends by challenging God to shit or get off the pot. Even friends I pray for every day seem to have gone silent on me, just as God has. It breaks my heart. Where's the love? When it comes right down to it, we each must stand alone. No one, perhaps not even God, can heal the wounds of living on a planet like Earth. Oh yes, it is still beautiful in many ways, but the insanity is far from appealing. How many others feel as frustrated as I do? Will there be more positive changes in 2020? Can one still hope? Although many have died hoping and praying, still, nothing really changes. Or does it? Oh, Lord. Yeah, I continue to pray for God, as I keep on saying, to take responsibility for this planet. And I just finished a little while ago watching a David Icke video in which he once again reiterates what many of my friends say: this world is just a projection. It's an illusion. It's not real. Well, it's a very convincing illusion, to say the least. And I still believe it's both and, not either or. It's not either true or false. It's both. There's both truth here and falsehood here. Why they are mixed, I don't know. That shouldn't happen in my mind. There shouldn't be violation of free will of humans at the very least. I tend to think that even animals voluntarily lay down their lives, as some humans do too. They volunteer to become sacrificed. That's okay if it's a choice made by the individual. I don't understand the mind of animals, and I'm not even sure I understand my own mind, because even within myself, I recognize a dichotomy. I recognize, on the one hand, my desire to see heaven on earth. But on the other hand, I also recognize that I want some kind of judgment, if you will, for those that do not repent and continue to harm other humans and create a world such as we see here, where everything is a fiction. Nothing is real here. I get that. It's not real. It's a lie. There's much deception on a planet where we're supposed to believe that God is love. And yet the loving God has allowed this deception. And yet God doesn't lie, we're told. It's beyond God that he should bear false witness. And yet God seems to have borne false witness a lot, or at the very least allowed a lot of things to go on that would not happen in a loving world. But we don't live there. This isn't the world that we live in. I'm struggling. I've been struggling for a long time, actually. But as this year has come to an end, the struggle seems to have increased even more because I'm reaching the end of 9 years of making videos every day. And quite honestly, I don't know what I would do if I totally stopped making my daily videos, because it's a major part of my life now. It's something that I do every day. I go to bed thinking about my videos. I wake up thinking about them. And all day long, I'm checking back and forth to see who's commented or what's going on YouTube and Facebook. Even when my numbers greatly diminished from what they used to be, I still check those things because this has become my way of life. It's what I do. I've toyed with the idea of trying to find a part-time job to make a little bit of extra money or occupy more of my time. But I don't know what's going to happen. My feet are still numb, as I said. That's my thorn in the flesh. I notice it every time I walk. I notice times when I'm short of breath, and yet I don't get sick. I hardly ever get sick. Of course, I don't take prescription drugs. I think that's one of the healthiest things a person can do, is get off of prescription drugs, because they are designed to create symptoms of sickness. They don't make us healthy. I take supplements and vitamins and things that I hope make me healthy, and I believe they do. I believe that's why I don't get sick like so many of my friends do, and people that I know. They're getting sick all the time, and I don't. I think that's a good thing, and I'm grateful for it. There's a lot of things that I'm actually grateful for. I'm grateful that I have a roof over my head. I'm grateful that I was able to get an apartment that is based on my income, not based on prices of things around me that keep going up and up and up and up. I know I have friends that their rent keeps getting, every year their rent goes up higher. That used to happen to me too, until I said, to the landlord, why do you feel that you have to raise my rent every year? I take care of the place. I pay my rent on time. Why should you keep extracting more money from me? Well, of course, the value of money keeps going down, down, down. That's what makes the prices seem like they're going up, up, up. But it's all a delusion. It's not an illusion. It's our reality, but it's a delusion because it's manipulated reality. That's what delusion is. It's manipulated reality. And some suggest that our physical reality is just a delusion. We are deluded to think that this is real, when in fact it's not real. The reality is the invisible part. That's what I keep hearing. It's a hard pill for me to swallow, but I still have to live day by day in this world. And I still have to deal with friends going silent on me. I still have to deal with things in my car breaking down and other situations that require my attention and funding. And I'd like nothing better than to see the positive changes I've envisioned for such a long time in my life. I hope as 2019 comes to an end that I can put away all of the despair that I've been feeling lately. Thank you folks for listening, and namaste.